most current advances for fighter aircraft are being debated by many individuals. The F-35 Joint Strike Fighter aircraft. The F-35 aircraft is created as a fifth-generation fighter aircraft product, which is geared to replace many fighters that are regarded outdated. The F-35 is described too as a super-sophisticated fighter aircraft that would subsequently replace the duty of numerous fighters, including the F-16, F-15, F-18, A-10, and F-117. An ambitious project of multi-role fighter design, aiming at becoming the standard fighter aircraft for NATO countries and the United States' closest partner. The F-35 is a high-tech aircraft product that is included in the fifth generation of current fighter aircraft. Of course, the price is very, very costly. The F-35 is also still in the process of being improved as a multi-role fighter. So yet, no country other than NATO members and close American allies has employed it. Already since the Cold War between 1947 and 1991, armaments competition has occurring between the Western Bloc and the Eastern Bloc. At that time, it might be stated that whatever America accomplished, the Soviet Union likewise created its equivalent. How about today, after more than 20 years, the Soviet Union disintegrated? It turns out that rivalry is still continuing between American products and Russian items. Well, what about the United States F-35? What aircraft may be called the primary competitors of Russian products? There are various arguments and research relating to different parties that oppose the expensive F-35 project and also the grandiose ambition of this multi-purpose fighter aircraft. Although the F-35 aircraft is operational in nature, the development process towards the completion of this full combat aircraft is still or is in progress. There are still several technological faults that require modification in the design of the F-35, as the aircraft is directed to be able to play a part in varied missions. In the course of researching the benefits of the F-35, many have recognized that, for a while, the major competition for the Russian F-35 is the Sukhoi Su-35. Slightly different from the F-35, which is a fully new product, the Su-35 is simply a version of the development of the Su-27 aircraft. Many regard the Su-35 as not yet completely included in the category 5th generation fighter aircraft. The Su-35 is still believed to be in the 4+ generation position. With avionics equipment and completeness of radar and weapons, it becomes intriguing to question who is superior between the Su-35 and the F-35 JSF. From various publications by aviation analysts circulating, they usually assume that the Su-35 is somewhat superior to the F-35 if they battle in the air-to-air arena. Many aspects are evaluated in establishing the benefits of the Su-35 compared to the F-35. The basic image demonstrates that the F-35 project is a vast, fresh, contemporary project that makes it quite expensive. On the other hand, the 5th generation new aircraft project is still in the process of being refined, which means it has not yet achieved its ultimate shape. There are still design failures and also software that is in the process of being corrected. In this instance, on the global market side, many countries will think twice about buying or employing the F-35 aircraft. Meanwhile, the Su-35 is not a new project because it is merely part of the refining of the Su-27 aircraft. Thus, in terms of pricing, it is considerably different from the F-35. When it comes to air-to-air combat, the Su-27 is significantly superior to the F-35 because of the mobility that has been the trademark of the original Su-27 aircraft from the outset. At this level, the F-35 seems too big to compete with the agility of the Su-35. That is the primary advantage of the Su-35 against the F-35. Various circles have suggested that the F-22 Raptor, a multi-role fighter jet before the F-35, which was abandoned because it was considered expensive and inefficient, was the ideal opponent of the Su-35. Again, The assessment is the maneuverability of the Raptor and Su-35 aerodynamic goods. Likewise, the completeness of the weaponry held by the Su-35 is significantly superior to the F-35 due to the installation of a unique weapon system from the F-35, which is neatly wrapped into the body of the aircraft. While the Su-35 still depends on an open air weapon system linked to the fuselage and wing structure of the aircraft. This makes the armament system on the Su-35 more feasible in its employment, especially in the air-to-air combat arena. Similarly, the aircraft speed that can be attained at a specific height, the Su-35 is superior to the F-35. Once again, because of the aircraft structure, which is thicker, and the afterburner system is still new. Advances in aviation technology are extremely quick indeed, makes it difficult to be able to examine the ability head-to-head between the two products of the latest high-tech combat aircraft. It seems that with the capabilities of air weapons that are beyond visual range, air-to-air combat becomes less or even when it is no longer needed. At this time, of course, the maneuvering agility of a fighter aircraft becomes not so essential. This is exactly what occurred to the new JASF F-35 program. In plain terms, what is needed is the ability to carry numerous and diverse kinds of weaponry by developing aircraft that can elude the enemy's air defense radar surveillance. The next hurdle, of course, is the drone, which creates the format of a multi-role fighter aircraft and has numerous tasks with the exact weapons needed without risking the pilot's death being killed. We are actually dealing with the development of drones as part of the cyber world, which is defined by the usage of artificial intelligence, AI. Returning to the rivalry between the F-35 and the Su-35, what is actually happening is one step towards the competition for the employment of computer software and the operation of the armament system and control system of the aircraft. One step towards competitive automation system quality and AI capabilities. In the end, the greatest enemy of unmanned fighter aircraft is no longer the opponent's fighter aircraft, but rather how good the opponent's air defense system is. That is why the most critical issue in ensuring national security is about how a country's capacity to govern its sovereign airspace is.